Hey guys, I'm back, and this time it's going to be a review for Hacksaw Ridge. And this movie is directed by Mel Gibson, and I personally have not seen any of his movies, but I have been warned that he is known for having action sequences that are very brutal. And does he bring those elements to this movie? Yes. But let's dive into what this movie is about. So the overall story of this movie, as you might have seen in the trailer, it's about this guy Desmond Doss, played by Andrew Garfield, and he just living a normal life, and he decides he wants to join the military because everyone's taking life and he wants to save it. And everyone in the military is like, well, in order to save lives, you have to take lives by using weapons, and he doesn't want to do that. So it's kind of like that's what the first half of this movie is. The second half is all when all this stuff goes down, and when it goes down, it really goes down. Because it's kind of like, I haven't seen this movie, but I believe someone said it's on the brutality that it has is at the level of Saving Private Ryan. I have not seen that movie, but I hear it's around that level. And I think I have a taste of what that's like. So let's dive into what I liked about the movie. First off, the performances were all great. From Andrew Garfield, Vince Vaughn, Sam Worthington, they all give great performances. I never thought for a moment I was looking at actors in a scene, and it took me out of the movie, but it never had a moment like that. There's even Hugo Weaving in this movie, and usually he plays the villain, but this time he doesn't. He plays the father of Desmond Doss, and I have his name here. Tom Doss, that's it. And he's kind of an alcoholic, and he's kind of has like scars in his head because he was part of the military when he was younger, around his son's age, and he's kind of confused of why they want to go into the war, because he doesn't want to visit his kids in the graveyards where all of his friends are, and he doesn't exactly have a lot to do in terms of his character doesn't do a lot, but the performance from Hugo Weaving is great, and I gotta give props to that. And moving on, another thing I liked were the war. I'm gonna call them war sequences because this movie really, like I said earlier, is brutal, and it really shows what it would be like to be in a war. And there's even a lot in the movie. You probably saw it in the trailer. If you saw the trailer, it's fine. Private Doss, you are free to run to the hellfire of battle without a single weapon to protect yourself. And it really shows what he was talking about. And there was even a relationship in this movie, and when it comes to relationships, it either works or it doesn't. There are very few that are in the middle, but fortunately this is one of the positive ones, and it really felt like, oh, this doesn't feel like I said earlier, actors just in a bunch of scenes. It felt like real people, and while they are people, this is a movie based off these people, and the actors really carried the movie. With the relationships and the acting sequences, and it really shows why Desmond Doss won't take any lives. He never fired a bullet, and it shows that he won't fire a bullet because he read something, I think, like on a poster that he had in his house, "Thou shalt not kill," and to that day he followed that belief, like "Thou shalt not kill." Oh, that's one of the 10 Commandments, as you can see. I have a Saint Christopher. I believe in that. I was Catholic, not Christian, a Catholic for a while, but I'm not going to get into my personal life. But as for issues that I really have only one issue, and it's at the very beginning of the movie, technically, and it kind of sets up the tone of what you're getting into to the second half. But that's not the complaint. The complaint is where the scene was from. I thought if they used a different scene to set up the tone, then I would have been fine with it. But it was that I'm not going to spoil when it was from. But there you go. I thought the movie overall was great. And I think you should definitely check this one out. Don't miss it. And I'm going to give it an A. That's my second highest grade. It was this close to being an A+, but just because it's not an A+ doesn't mean you shouldn't watch it. But but in terms of what to expect next, I am going to trying to see Arrival. Well, and unfortunately, I won't be able to bring a review of The Monster, not a Monster Calls that comes out around Christmas time, the Monster that comes out like tomorrow. I won't be able to bring you guys that because it's not playing in a theater near me. I'm actually very disappointed about that, but it is what it is. But if you thought differently about this movie, or you want to say something else that I missed about this movie, leave a comment below. Right there. And tell me what you thought. I love reading other people's opinions. And I will see you in the next time.